everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. And a game that I really enjoy is the Funkoverse Strategy Game, which essentially lets you pull people from the DC Universe, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, all sorts of things, and have them fight each other in a fun, simple, silly little combat game. Everything's compatible. Well, I like making lists. So at this point in time, today, as I'm recording this, is September 21st. I think this is being posted like September 24th. This is all the Funkoverse I have at this point in time. I know there's another set about to come out. I believe it's another Harry Potter set's about to come out, and there are more sets coming out. But there is right now 40 characters. So let's do my top 40 characters. This is just my opinion, but this is going to be based on, I want to be clear, this is based on how much I like them in the game, not whether they're my favorite intellectual property. If I did that, you know, number one would be the Kool-Aid Man, because I just think the Kool-Aid Man is hilarious. But this is in that basis. Also, there's no one in here where if I was playing the game, there's none here that I dislike. I would play with almost any of these. These are just in order from 40 to 1. This is just for fun. Here we go. Let's get started. All right, we're going to start off with the sad number 40, and that's Harley Quinn. Now, Harley Quinn is, again, I don't dislike anybody. Now, Harley Quinn is useful. She can pull people towards her. She can hit everybody next to her with her whirlwind and move people. And when she stands up, she can do a basic challenge. That's fine. But again, nothing really exciting. I mean, she's Harley Quinn. I know people will take her, but there you go. All right, I'm really sad to say this, but the next one is Kool-Aid Man. I love the Kool-Aid Man. I think it's hilarious that he is in the game. But the problem here is that he can smash through walls, which is awesome, but in the game itself, not really that powerful of a special ability. So I like him, but, you know, he can smash through walls. Then we have Hermione Granger. Oh, man, Hermione, Harry Potter at the bottom. Well, again, she can shift ability tokens up on the track for your opponent, shift her own down, which is actually something I really like. And adjacent allies can't be knocked out while she's standing. That's great, but her defense is 1, so I don't necessarily want to use her that much. All right, then we have poor Morty. Morty's actually a really good sidekick. You can take an ability token from your cooldown track and put it in your ability token pool. That's pretty handy, but he's giving up 1 of his own. He can also challenge 4, but he can't do it while the yellows are in his token pool. And he starts with an extra token. That's neat, but he's still more of a, he's somebody that he's a utility character, so I don't know. Then we have Daenerys. She has Drogon, a little dragon token that flies around with her. But Drogon is not that powerful. And while she can do some neat things, and she's really good at maneuvering around the board, I don't know. If she feels like she should be more powerful. Then Mr. Potter, Harry Potter here. He has, you know, a bunch of allies here, and he can give out this protocol. He can defend somebody else when he knocks down. Oh, he's not bad, but just a little more boring. But slightly, oh, I'm sorry, here's Harry Potter. Slightly more interesting than him is Draco. When I was just ranking these through, these guys got happened. I like Draco because he has a snake that he runs around with, and the snake can attack people, so that's kind of cool. All right, down at the bottom, Jon Snow. Now, I will say they made Jon Snow and Daenerys to play together. They definitely did that. Jon Snow's not bad where he can move through people, and he can do a challenge of 3. The problem is Jon Snow is, again, more of a very basic character. Now we have Quint. Quint here, the antithesis of Jaws. He has some neat ideas here, and he has these buckets that he can do. He can give the hunted status card to someone. I like the idea of hunting somebody down, so that's kind of fun. Then we have Batman. So Batman, I guess Batman is my lowest, no, Harley Quinn's my lowest DC rated character, but Batman's not bad. He has the grappling swing, pow, where he can hit someone, and he can always stand back up. When he's adjacent to 2 or more rivals, his defense increases by 1, so that's kind of neat. But he's, again, a little bit more generic than everybody else. Slightly better than Batman is Batgirl. She has some nice maneuverability. The flying tackle, I do like that. Move 3 spaces, and she can challenge 2 and move 1. And if she's standing, she can move 1 square at the beginning of her turn. So she has that maneuverability, but Hey, another DC. We just keep following along here. The Joker. Now, the Joker has these mystery boxes, which sound extremely cool in theory. They're a little fiddly, which is why I think the Joker's farther down. Yeah, I wish these boxes could explode more easily, but All right, we already seen Hermione and Harry. Now we have Ron Weasley here. I like him a little bit better because he has this stupefy, which is good, although you can only do it to someone who's standing up. And he can remove a token from the map, so he kind of can be annoying. And if he's standing in an alley, he can go next to him. I don't know. I just like him. He's a good, again, sidekick. One of the newest people in the mix here, Jack Skellington. He has this Hail to the Pumpkin King, which is a cool card that he can add to him. And other people can use his special abilities, which I think is a pretty neat idea. He's a cool-looking character, too. All right, first one from Jurassic Park, we got Ray Arnold here. Hold on to your butts, which honestly should give him some benefit right there just for that terminology there. He can move any number of point markers and/or items down 1. That reboot, which is pretty good. You can knock him out, which is kind of a funky power, but it stops your opponent from doing it. And if you knock him out, but he has that 1 defense, which is just something I'm just not a big fan of. Now we have Marty McFly, who can rock and roll. So he's a ranged attack, which is nice, makes no sense. His Nobody Calls Me Chicken, which should be a negative thing, but in this case is positive. When he stands up, he can do a basic action. And when you fix time when you can put him on the nearest square that contains a point marker, that could be pretty powerful stuff. Now we go back to Jurassic Park here with Dr. Ellie Statler. She can move 4, which is pretty good. And she can do a challenge to 2 people next to her. Again, problematic here that she only has 1 defense, but if she does interact or assist, she gets an extra basic action, which isn't bad, which is why she's near the middle of the pack. All right, it's time for our first Golden Girl, Sophia, and she's the lowest of the Golden Girls, but if you notice, she's still above a whole pile of other people. Pretty high up there with the cutting remarks. She has a little curse card that she can give people. She's one of the Golden Girls happen to be fairly defensive. She's more offensive. And again, she has that 1 defense. Maybe, I don't know if I'm just stuck on that for some reason. All right, better than her is Robin. Better than Batman. Robin picks a partner at the beginning of the game. Yes, it could be Batman, but Robin could also be Wonder Woman's partner, Oogie Boogie's partner, or the T-Rex's partner. Either way, he can help his partner and give us things, and I really like him. He's just such a great person to let his partner shine, which is pretty neat. Speaking of Wonder Woman, she's next. Now, Wonder Woman is solely I like her because she comes with a die. That's just awesome. She gets an extra die. It's a really good defensive die, and she's one of the best defensive characters in the game, and she can push people away and such. In the same set as Wonder Woman, actually, is the Cheetah. The Cheetah is one of the most maneuverable characters in the game. The Cheetah can just slide all over the place, slash, and do things, and grab this. Being able to interact with a point marker and then move is such a cool ability. I like her a lot. All right, back to Golden Girls. We have Blanche. Blanche can flirt. Blanche is the person who can pull people towards her. And also her speed. She can move 4 spaces towards a rival that she can see. That's pretty fast. And when she's standing, adjacent rivals roll 1 fewer die when challenging. Great, great special power. All right, the Raptor. So the dinosaurs are a neat thing to have in here. I like the Raptor, not as much as, well, we'll see the T-Rex hasn't shown up yet. And the Raptor only has 1 defense. You can see I kind of harp on that a bit. But the Pack Hunter here, you can increase the challenge for 1 for each standing alley or ambush token on or adjacent to the target. Being able to put ambush tokens and just having some nice maneuverability, that makes me like the Raptor. Alrighty, back to Halloween here. We have Sally. Sally has a detachable arm, which gives her some really cool things that she can do. To be able to switch places with the arm, to be able to use her arm to do cool things. And she also has a 3 challenge, which isn't bad. It's a pretty neat character. Then I think this is my highest rated DC character, and that would be Catwoman. Catwoman, I like her just because of her maneuverability. Just like Cheetah, she can move 4. Only do it once per turn, but who cares? That's really good. Basic challenge, take an item card from the target. You knock something out of someone's hand. I don't care about her 1 defense. The fact that she can run around, and if she does a basic challenge, if you lose, do it again. That second chance thing is pretty neat. All right, back to Jurassic Park. We now have Dr. Alan Grant, who can excavate, where he can move a point marker down 2. He makes him a good work with somebody else. He also has this range 2 challenge tree, which is not a bad thing to have. And he can choose an ally next to him and move one and place that ally with him. He can bring somebody with him. But mostly here, when an ally collects a point token, Alan can move 1. And if he shifts a point token off the track, he gets a point. That's a pretty big deal. I really like Alan Grant, the character in the Funkoverse thing. All right, Dr. Finkelstein comes with his own servant, Igor, who's going to move around with him and do different things, and that's pretty handy. But my favorite thing is he can pick a token within 2 markers of him, and it does an attack. That's just fun. That mechanism alone makes me really like him. Just lots of fun. All righty, back to Harry Potter. I think this is my highest ranked Harry Potter, and that here is Bellatrix here. Range 4, challenge 2, and she can confound them, which increases the cost of her ability by 1. That's a nice thing. And when she shifts off the cooldown track, she can go next to an ally. So she's just right back in the mix. Really like that. And she can control a rival, make them do a basic action. How fun is it to make your opponent punch one of their people with another one? That's fun. Alrighty, back to the Golden Girls. Here we have Dorothy. Snappy banter. So she gets the Snappy Banter card, gives someone +1 defense. She's strong and sassy. She pulls people. And when she's standing, rivals adjacent to her may not challenge her allies, just like Hermione, except that Dorothy is stronger. And she can move away from people. I really like her. But better than her, and my favorite of the Golden Girls, is Rose. Rose is a tank. If she's standing after a challenge, she gets to hit back. She gives the friendship card to somebody. An ally can go next to her. She can challenge people for 4 if she wins. She can move the target for 1. What on earth? It just cracks me up that she's that powerful. All righty, here we go. Top 10. Arya Stark of the Game of Thrones. I like her a lot. I like that she has this list card, and she can give this list card to someone and do a challenge of 6, which is awesome to that person. Or she can move quickly to somebody and hit them if they're on her list. So you're afraid to attack her or someone else because you get that list card, and she's coming after you. I really like this card. Number 9, the T-Rex. Better than the Raptor. The T-Rex is just fun because they're just powerful. Right, that's why I like the T-Rex. A challenge of 4, run through somebody, push someone, and they're all red. They're just all straight one color. There's not many characters at all that are straight one color. I can't think of any other ones actually, and I like that about the T-Rex. Then we have the Shark. Now, the Shark has one of the coolest abilities in the game. It's a gimmick just like Kool-Aid Man, but unlike Kool-Aid Man, the Shark's gimmick is much more useful. Where they're coming under the floor and smashing out, they got a challenge of 5, and they're just swimming underneath. It's a silly, silly thing to have a shark swimming underneath the board and attacking, but pretty neat. All right, then we have the highest Game of Thrones one, the Night King. I like the Night King because the Night King brings minions with him. And when he's exhausted, his minions move around and attack things. He also has a good Ice Spear, range 4, challenge 3. But the fact that he raises the dead, he's basically the necromancer of this game. All right, top number, what are we at? Number 6. Oh, here's my highest Harry Potter one, Lord Voldemort. I forgot about him, but he's great. Mostly his Fiend Fire alone makes me happy. The fact that he has a range 2, challenge 6. That's super powerful. Then he has another one where he can do a challenge 2, then challenge 2 to each person next to that. An ally does a basic action. That one's okay. The top 2 are great. But also when he's knocked out, he comes right back. He's immediately coming back and back into the battle. He just keeps coming back over and over again. All right, top 5. Here we go. Rick Sanchez. I like Rick because I like variety in games. And Rick has that variety because his friends, he can give dark matter, a combat suit, a ray gun to when he's near them, and he can give those to an ally within 2 squares. And I just like that sort of thing. His special abilities are fine, except for the status cards. These are amazing, and they just give a lot of variety to the game, which I enjoy. I never heard of this character, but she's all the way up to my number 4. Agretsuko here, because she has this rage track that she has. And as her rage goes up, so does her attack. Do a challenge equal to 1 plus your rage. Then your rage token goes down. But as you do basic actions, your rage token will go up or down. Fantastic and a lot of fun. My highest Jurassic Park, higher than the T-Rex, Dr. Ian Malcolm. I like the fact that he gets his own chaos die with the triple exclamation points on it more often than not. That is just alone. You'll notice that having extra die makes me enjoy people. Him, Wonder Woman, and then Oogie Boogie. Roll 1 die. If you roll the triple exclamation points, move 5. Must go faster. And when he rolls dice, he always replaces one of them with the chaos die. That's just neat. And he can swap tokens and challenge people with his incessant snark, but it's just a lot of fun. Number 2 here, Oogie Boogie. One of the newest ones. Oogie Boogie also comes with his own set of dice. I really like that. He can roll them, and his regular actions can become better. Is there a chance they don't work? Yes. Do I care? No, because he's just that much fun to play. And then my favorite character, Doc Brown. This was an easy choice for me. He can move fast. He can do a challenge of 3. And he can choose 2 tokens on his track and move them up and down 1. But hands down is the fact that he comes with the DeLorean. He comes with his own time track that he can flip around. That is so cool. It's a neat time-traveling device that in this game works so well. It's hard to get it to work the way you want it to, but it makes him just so much fun to play with that he's my favorite character, number 1, easily. And there you have it. Those are my 40 in a row. And at any given day, they could shift around, of course. Doc Brown, easily my number 1. But who knows? Like I said, I'll gladly play with any of these. As you can see, the Funkoverse has a huge amount of characters to mess and play around with. And probably in a year, I'll have the top 80 at the rate they're putting these out. It's only been a little over a year since this game has come out. So that's exciting to see this much stuff for it. It's exciting to see that they keep finding new and interesting ways to mess with it. Now, if only I had some way to store it well. Oh well. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching my favorite Funkoverse characters on the Dice Tower.